The beauty of AIM is that it wants you and needs you to be in the market at all times. You don't suddenly pick and choose and say, I'm going to stop investing for 6 months and wait till the market recovers. No, when the market drops, it's giving you a great buying opportunity, as you will see later on when I show you my leaps lists. When there's a market jump or an individual jump, it's better to say individual jump than market jump, because the market could be way down and your leap went up 50% that day. You're going to have a sell while maybe many others in the market are going to have a loss. So that's for sure. Most other investors are always faced with the topic of uncertainty. They don't know what to do next in a volatile market because they don't have an investing plan. Some overreact and trade impulsively. There's always a lot of stress if you don't have a plan. Because I used to tell people you should never buy anything for an investment if you don't have a trading strategy of when to buy, when to sell, and when to do nothing. And AIM takes complete care of that. It will always tell you when to buy, when to sell, and when to do nothing. There's many ways to make money in the investing world in many different sectors, but you got to be in the game to make the money. So I'm going to help you get in the game and stay in the game. I've given several previous, webinars, and people always ask me, how do I pick the best stocks and leaps? And it's very hard, and I didn't have a way to actually tell them without an individual consultation. So I'm always trying to make AIM better. So I finally decided this is the way to do it, to help everybody who just wants good ones to consider. And then I'm going to, they can always call me and I'll teach them how to look at ones they're thinking of buying and decide if they should make a final buy on them. Here we're going to give you an example of the spreadsheets you can buy for $95 a month for as long as you want. And there's two of them. This is the weekly list of leaps. And you can see it's very detailed information. I'm giving you the actual strike price of the leap that I like. Of course, they're all January 27 call leaps. These are what I consider 10 very good ones to consider buying at this time of week. Next week, the list will be different. But you can see, look at Advanced Micro. It's the strike price of 100. There are 3,890 contracts owned. That's a very good number. It closed on Friday at 28.40. Its 52-week low is 28.40. You can't get much better than that. And its 52-week high is $90.35. Pretty good. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's 5 months because the 27 leaps have only been out for about 5 months. So you see some misleading data by only looking at 5 months instead of a year or so. Because I am taking the high and lows from the actual strike 100 leap, not from the stock AMD. But another good one, here's a new company that came along called Him and Hers. They sell home grooming accessories by mail. I like the strike 45. All of these are calls, of course. And you can see it has 492 owned contracts. It closed at $19. Its 5-month low is $7. And look at its 5-month high, $44.47. Look at Microsoft, a bedrock. I don't know why it's been down, but it's been down for over a year. I've cut way back to the strike 350. I don't care that there's only 207 owned, because the more expensive leaps do not attract high volume like Ford, where you see with 12,291 owned contracts, because that one only costs about $1.45 or $145 a contract. But Microsoft is a very good one. And then MicroStrategy is another good one. They've been falling on hard times lately. And there's the immortal words of Warren Buffett and many other financial geniuses, you want to buy when the news is bad. So Micro has 625 contracts, which is a lot for an expensive company and leap like MicroStrategy. And you can see it closed at $117.45. Its 5-month low is $70.14. And its high, look at its high, 376.59. Even if it went back to half of its previous high, you'd make a lot of money. That's pretty amazing. And look at PayPal, another one that's at its 52-week low. 1685 is the closing and the 52-week low. And the 5-month high is 35, about double. Target, and companies like Target and many others are doing all sorts of things to boost sales and get people back in the stores. In fact, it set a new low at 23.50. And look at its high, 48.91, another good one. Because what I do is I look for a strike price that's at or near the 52-week low that has a higher number of owned contracts. For some reason, they call owned contracts open interest. These are contracts that are open that nobody has bought or sold. Once you buy or sell it, it's gone. It drops the total or raises the total. And, that'll change every day. So this is the list you're going to receive every week if you subscribe to my Leaps List subscription. Okay, so this is the list of all Leaps sorted by stock prices. So you're looking at the cheapest, and you can see I've color coded it. Green, anything with green is an ETF that has Leaps that I like. Anything yellow started out at December 31st, end of last year, at a price less than 25. So those are yellow. The blue are high ownership and trading volume that I like. So then you slide across and you see, obviously they have Leaps. I've updated this list. So when you see yellow for this month, these are all the stocks that still are selling under $25 as of March 1st, 25. So this is good for people, if you have limited money available to invest, this is the better list for you to look at. So you get all the essential information, the name of the stock, the symbol, and you can see they're all color coded. There's roughly 200 of these, and they're sorted from the cheapest current price of the stock to the highest price of the stock. You can see the most expensive one is Netflix, but look how within 5 months, Netflix went from 542 to 973, almost 100% advance. You would get that list roughly the beginning of every month. And every week you would get the list of 10 that we're sending out. And we have a subscription service on PayPal. You can log in and either use your PayPal account or your credit card, but you got to be in the game to make the money. So I'm going to help you get in the game and stay in the game. It'll greatly reduce the amount of time you need to spend trying to find good ones to consider. It's well worth it if you're, a regular investor in AIM.
Okay, well.